Do you imagine reading a book about somebody and saying to people that because of this book that you read, you know this person better than anybody could, and then saying that you're going to devote your whole life to this person because you read a book about them? It's a good book. It's a very thick book. Lots of lessons and personal experiences. But you say you know them better than somebody that has actually met the person, spent time with the person, spoke with the person, listened to the person, has received help from the person, has devoted their life to the person. Because you read this book about that person, you know them better. That's a very strange thing to me. And I get judged a lot about it because I think that's strange. But that's exactly what religion is. And I don't care what religion you're talking about. It could be Christianity, it could be Muslim, it could be Buddhism, it could be Hinduism. I honestly don't care. It's all the same thing to me. It's if you were devoting your entire life and not having a single personal experience, and you don't try to have personal experiences because all of your experiences is based on the book, and you think you're better than people that have never read the book, then how can you say you know God better than they do? Simply because you're reading the words of somebody from 2,000 years ago, 3,000, 4,000 years ago, 200 years ago. I don't care when it was. Hell, it could be from 20 years ago. Sorry, that's my camera's all jacked up. I know I'm doing this while driving. I'm an idiot. But I don't get that. What makes you more important? Now, I'm not saying don't read the book. I'm not saying don't trust the book. I'm not saying anything about the book itself. I'm saying you need to have personal experiences. You need to dig within yourself. You need to trust your intuition. You need to talk to God. But a lot of people's religion has actually become anti-spiritual. How many times have you heard somebody say you're not supposed to meditate? Be careful how you meditate. Actually, I heard lots of people say don't meditate. When actually praying is speaking to God, meditating is listening to God. How are you going to hear God if you're the only one talking? How are you going to have the answers if you are always just asking questions? You're not looking for God to work in the way God works. Are you look into a book and say, well, he said this to this one person? Well, yeah, but does that really represent your situation? And I've read a lot of books from the early 20th century by people like Florence Scovel Shinn and Napoleon Hill and Dale Carnegie. And the only book that was actually closely about spirituality was probably by Florence Scovel Shinn, but she spoke a lot about God. She was definitely a Christian because she quoted the Bible all the time, but if any modern day Christian listens to her that is your Bible thumping, front pew sitting Christian, they're probably going to say she's a witch. because she talks about metaphysics. But if you listen to Napoleon Hill and his writings, he mentions God a lot, and he mentions God in ways that would be against what people say today, such as reincarnation, which was not a strange thing, but every generation, religion changes because you're playing the telephone game over thousands of years. You're missing certain points that somebody said or somebody explained. Why don't we all just try to find God ourselves? Read the Bible. You can find a lot of good lessons in the Bible. God is real. Spirituality is real. We are nothing but spirits experiencing a human existence. But as long as we keep fighting, trying to say that other people are doing it wrong, simply because they don't read the same book as you, then we're going to have a hard time in life. Stay in peace. Stay in love.
Hey guys, I want to personally thank everyone for liking and sharing my videos. If you want to continue to see my content, all you got to do is press that subscribe button and I'll notify you as soon as a new video comes out. I don't get paid for any of this. So if you want to buy some of my merch, like my shirts, like Jesus is a Badass or my Don't Be a Dick shirt, you can easily go to my merch store, which is at sogtv.org, which I will have it in the description at every video. So push that, go buy yourself a shirt. I appreciate it. Have a blessed day, and I will see you at the next episode. Thank you.